Okay. Just another day. Episode 1. In the peaceful forest, a sudden shout echoes, startling the birds, and startling the birds perched on the branches into flight. How does the voice go? Hey, how are you cutting? Are you cutting down the Atalata's trees again without permission? And here I thought it was something serious. This is illegal logging. Want me to show you the contract from Sing? Yeah. All you do is pick some fruit and swing around on fines anyways. Might as well use it for Thame's victory, don't you think? I'm telling you, this is too much. This area isn't even a designated zone. Besides, this place is really, really important. Important? What? What does some other corporation have a deal here or something? Ha! Have heard anything about that? This whole area, it's one of the last remaining habitats for the horned rabbits. What? That was a wop. You punks, what's so funny? I feel like her voice is going to be high-pitched. I don't know why. I feel like it would be better as a high-pitched voice. I still have not actually heard her voice as I've gotten this character. Oh, I was wondering what you were wondering about rabbits. and why exactly should we care? If we lose this war, the Red Shift are just gonna burn everything down anyways. Am I wrong? Relax, animal lover. I'll make sure they won't get crushed under the machinery. I'll just shoot them away with a shovel. Ah, my head. A shovel? You think you can out-shovel me? I've got more experience than you. Sting, Redshift, whoever it is, you all just burn and tear down the forest. But this shovel, this is what brings life back to the land you destroy. Whoa, boss, she's not listening. What do we do? This is getting annoying. This is also a different character. This is getting annoying. If it wasn't for our complicated clients, I'll call off this job. If we don't meet the quota, you know exactly what happens. Grab your tools. If they aren't backing down, use whatever you've got. Chainsaws, whatever. Just get the job done. What, you would actually use chainsaws on a person? Wow. Not happening. You're gonna feel at least a fraction of the pain you've caused these animals. Weird, she's a healer. Damn it. I didn't expect to do this. Olivia! Watch out! Oh. Olivia! Oh, wait. Olivia! Watch out! They got a gun! Sammy? What the? Get the skull off my face! That's worse, Ramji. Now, you're gonna pay for all this. No choice. Everyone pull out. We're heading back. Those Atalata lunatics, they're obsessed with trees like crazy. Don't forget this. Well, I mean, you're not in the designated area, so she actually is correct in her statement. Even though she is definitely great, like a freaking tree lover, is gonna be like that, like protecting the tree. But some trees need to be cut down so you can they don't get overgrown, and nutrition can happen. But at the same point, she's actually correct to the fact you aren't in your designated location, so this is illegal logging. The loggers scrambled to flee the scene. Oh dang. Oh wait. Oh, that was a teammate. Yeah, we fought them off, just barely. Olivia, you okay? Hurts like hell. At least I didn't get shot. Damn it, those losers tore up all the roots before they left. We worked so hard planting these trees years ago, but destruction takes only a moment. They won't listen to words or force. We told them over and over that Atalata's territory were off limits. Even if they knew what lay beyond, Autolata. I doubt they'll stop. I doubt they'll stop. Yeah, as long as no one gives up, this will go on forever. It's exhausting. Olivia and her allies slump down, signing in frustration as they take in the destruction of the forest. I mean, that was a very big, obvious destruction. Oh, she does have a shovel. Never noticed that. Oh. More restored forests, more lost travelers. With the help of a comrade, Olivia makes it back home and sits on the edge of her bed. Took a hand to the joints. It's like hell. Guess weight training is off the question for a while. Training? Are you serious? Look at yourself. You're all beaten up. Still, working out is what keeps me going. You know, I should switch those two voices so they're not the exact same. But I like this one being like slightly higher. But this one but here is like so light. You know, overtraining does cause more harm than good. You need a rest sometimes. You can't just slap your definition of overtraining on me. But yeah, I think I could use a break for a bit. She must be really exhausted this time. She actually said she wanted to rest first. If you want to rest, then rest. We drove them all back past the border, so things should stay quiet for a while. Guess all that fighting paid off. Ow, but seriously, am I really allowed to take a break? Of course. Feels like I tell you this every single day. Everyone will know you're taking a few days off, so actually rest this time. I'll leave the medicine here. My voice is gone dead for some reason. Oh, they actually changed the lighting. Finally some time to breathe. MG. Are you looking at me? Feels like I'm all healed up now. Things were hectic back there. So I have no choice. But you were in danger too. Thanks for sticking with me. That's hard to really do. It's not fun. Yeah. I'll take it easy this time. Honestly, I'm just so drained. It's great. Not that I'm planning to quit being a forest guardian or anything. I finally get a day off, and I don't want to do anything. Is this what burnout feels like? A trip, huh? I've seen a lot of practitioners posting pictures at trendy spots on Starseed. It does look kind of fun. Never mind. What do I even know besides forest? What trip? You still think I should go somewhere? Yeah. No way. Look outside. It's already started to rain. And MG, just to be honest, I'm worried about my teammates. I'll never forgive those loggers and poachers who care only about credits over the laws. But Sting is fighting on the front lines against the Red Shift. They need resources. This decision is just going to keep happening. Whether it's out of necessity or plain greed, they're never going to stop. I can't just stay in here like this. A quick patrol should be fine, right? Remji? Did you hear that alarm? Someone crossed the border. That's so hard to do with the noise. I don't even know how to do animal noises to begin with. We have to check it out now. Let's go, Remy. MG. I keep saying Remy. I said Remy. Who is this time? Did those jokes just come early? Did those jokes from earlier come back? The alarm was too quiet, though. Huh? There. How many? Any weapons? Huh? Just one. Seriously? Only one?
Gimme!
Hey, who's there? Oh, it's another Proxen. That's a relief. For a moment, I thought I had to go call in the drone light. Who are you? You transported into someone's territory and you don't even introduce yourself first? I am Olivia, the forest guardian of Autolata. I protect these forests. You told me to introduce myself first and then went ahead and did it yourself. Whatever, just roll with it. Forest guardian, you protect the forest. Oh, sorry. I'd never heard of that title before. Even without a title, anyone can protect the forest in the world. True.
Kimi!
Anyways, you. I've never seen you before out here before. It's because I just arrived here today for work. Let me introduce myself. Work, she's gonna think I'm a logger. Wait, don't tell me you're with those jerks. What are you even doing here? No, I've got, now that I'm getting closer, you're completely soaked. What? I was checking out the forest and just trying to take out cover from the rain. Wait, don't tell me you got left behind when they ran. Hands up and don't move until I say so. This one, she's way too impatient to even talk to. I'm very dead tone today. Reggie, check his clothes and see if he has tiny any weapons. Surprise, he's no ordinary squirrel. This is my partner, Ramji. If you got anything suspicious on you, you're gonna regret ruining my patience before it even started. And quit laughing. I told you not to move. You think it's funny? No, it tickles. Oh, hey, hold still. You're spinning everywhere. No weapons? No weapons? Huh. Then what's your deal? I told you. Technically, I'm stranded. You never said that before. My voice hurts so much. Fine. Fine. I might have jumped to a conclusion, so take a break for now. I was held hostage point with a freaking squirrel. Huh. Olivia leads the art sec to her house. Home. Fucking dyslexia kicked in so much right there. Huh. The shade and light through the leaves. Episode 3. The architect accepts Olivia's invitation and steps inside. Here, need some more portage. It'll help you get your strength back. This forest gets hit by bucket showers all the time. So you better watch out. You mean scattered showers, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I meant. A hot bowl of porridge is the best way to warm up when it's pouring. This made with fresh ingredients from the forest. Wow, thanks, Olivia. You're really kind. Oh, she said the whole line right there herself. I'm not gonna say it, but... Huh, she seems to really like to hear praises. Yeah, she's weak to compliments. Eat it while you listen. This forest isn't in the best condition for traveling right now. I don't know where you came from, but you don't look like you're from the red shifts or stings, so I'll tell you. Yeah, it looks like a war zone. If you made it this far, you've probably seen what kind of state the forest is in. Anyways, sorry you had to listen to see that mess. What's that sign? And what's that sign? The architect spots a sign and a banner that says, "Get out, illegal developers." Lately there's been a company tearing through the forest with bulldozers and mercenaries. After clashing with them so many times, they started accusing us of being Red Shift spies. They say we're interfering with what needs to be done to defeat the Red Shift. Some of them even threatened to arrest my comrades for resisting. Olivia, her voice suddenly got quiet. She sounds like she's just did what she did when I brought her. She sounds just like she did when I brought her title up earlier. Like she's backing down. Sorry. My place is kind of a mess, isn't it? Feel more like a workshop than a home. Let me clean up a bit. And now that I look closer, her shoulders, her legs, she's covered in bruises. That was the weirdest transition there. There, done. It doesn't feel much like a break if I'm still doing chores though. Anyways, she won't know it's over the architect, so we actually have to use our name. That's why. Anyways, Nightblade 490, what were you doing wandering around this forest? She actually didn't. Actually, to be honest, this is the one time we actually don't introduce ourselves as an architect, and I don't think we actually introduced our name either. I guess that was during the cut. Yeah. You saw it on the way here, right? The place is a wreck thanks to those big shots playing their low games. If you were just here to sightsee, you would have turned back at the outskirt. Oh, my heart hurts. But you kept going deeper. That means you got a reason, don't you? She's sharper than she looks. Or maybe she's just used to this kind of things. I'm right, aren't I? It's written all over your face. The big shots we're up against are more cunning than you think. They start off acting all friendly, making promises, then suddenly turn around and stab you in the back. Yeah. Even someone like me, who's not the sharpest, starts to catch on after getting tricked a few times. But for some reason, you don't seem like one of them. So why did you come all the way out here? I'll be honest, came here to survey the forest. A survey? A survey? So you were sent by Stings after all. Olivia's expression slightly tenses. She suddenly looks uneasy. Is she worried? A lot of theme folks who don't know the first thing about forests turn out to be decent when you meet them at the right time. If we start out as enemies, whatever, but do you know what really gets to me? Even the decent ones don't understand what we do at all. Being called a bunch of jobless slackers, wasting our lives planting trees, that's actually one of the nicest takes. Plenty of them think we're just delusional dreamers, or worse, race shift spies, and try to lock us up. I didn't see it that way, and I won't. You won't? You won't? You won't? What exactly do you mean? I'm not with Sting or any construction concern. I just came to see what happened to the forest. I feel like this was a bit about like, I just came to see what happened to the forest. Yeah, I got that impression from the start. So, boss. Did I be calling you that? Why the heck are you suddenly calling me boss? That feels weird. But you got this relaxing way of talking. You seem like someone important. For a brief moment, Olivia smiles, brightens as she playfully calls the architect boss. It's okay. If you're not with Sting, then where exactly are you scouting from? Asnia. I came from Asnia. Asnia. Guess I really am a bit, backwoods hick. I only heard bits and pieces about Asnia. That you all get along with Stings, and that's it. That it's in the middle of an ocean. It's way outside my territory. No, wait, sorry. I wasn't trying to talk down on Asnia. I really stepped out of my own area, so I'm pretty clueless. Sorry, I'm not the best with words, huh? Warm up and rest up until the rain stops. You can take the bed if you want. I think what you all are doing is great. It's right. I fucking hate myself that I somehow dyslexia read that. Still. Huh? But you're from Asina. Sting isn't the only faction we're on good terms with. Alata is too. Thanks for saying that. But I should be honest. But should I be honest? From our perspective, Asina has always just been a bystander. Not that I'm saying Asina has any duty to help us. The Red Shift, Sting, Atalata, and Asina, each faction sees the world through a different lens. Sorry, we haven't paid much attention to Atalata, but today I understand for sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Really, appreciate it. Yeah, sure. There it is. That's the tone I'm going with. It's like a little scratchy, but still high pitchy, but not like too high pitchy. Like yeah, let's do that. Like not that. That's what the big shots always say right to our faces. This isn't just talk. I want you to tell me what really happened here. I need to know what the forest needs if I'm going to do anything about it. You're an outsider. You don't owe me anything. Sure I do. That porridge is not bad. Yeah, she's high pitch. Well, I guess that counts as a debt too. But you don't need help this time. You're my guest. It's fine. It's late, so just get some rest. Tomorrow you can check out the area or do whatever inspection you came to her. Olivia says that, then tossed down a mat and sleeping bag on the floor and starts snoring almost instantly. I did not read that in my narrator voice. I read that in my normal voice. If it doesn't break, it sways. I never heard that line before, but you know what? I might use that now. The next day, Olivia and Nightblade 490 heads into the forest. So, not bad, right? This is where my team and I work. A lot of the trees are knocked over or burned. Yeah, Sting sent troops here to hunt down the last of the race shifts. And of course, some jerks tried to make a quick profit jumping on board and started burning everything, thinking, now's our chance. There's some law that lets Sting take temporary control of battle damaged areas for protection. Supposedly, it was made by Sting's top brass to help with post-war recovery, but in reality, they're just using it as an excuse to keep draining resources until the forest is restored. Sounds like things are pretty complicated within Stings as well. What's with that look, boss? You ever heard that in ant colony? You ever heard that in an ant colony, 30% of them work while the other 70% slack off? I actually never heard that. The Stings members you met might have been decent, but no faction is always clean. Huh? Even the smallest tree hairs are knocked over. Those are the saplings we planted. Looks like they got knocked over by last night's rain. Hold on, let me fix these real quick. She's usually so easygoing, but when it comes to planting trees, she's extra careful. Even if we plant plant them deep into the ground, everyone can sometimes topple them. But if they fall, they can just stand back up. But we can just stand them back up again. Look around, boss. Those saplings are already grown big enough since you got here yesterday, right? So even the harsh weathers can't stop them from growing. If you think about it, forest trees are just like us. They grow stronger by overcoming hardships. Do trees normally grow this fast? With the sacred technique of the Atalates forest guardians, they shoot right up. That was an interesting heart one, but that was an interesting point. Unlike us Proxians, who hardly change over time, then again, I guess they don't get overworked or burnt out like we do. Maybe they'll get better. Maybe they've got it better, huh? Anyways, watch your step from here on. I released some animals back into the wild around here. Small ones, I assume, like rabbits and squirrels? Yeah, those and giant wolf gators and maybe a three-headed hound or two. You know, that's actually pretty interesting and cool. Wait, is a wolf gator like one word? Yeah, giant wolf gators. So yeah, that's a one word. What the fuck is a wolf gator? Kinda wanna see that. I rescued them from the poachers and set them free. Wait, even those creatures are under your protections? Of course. Just because they're big and aggressive doesn't mean they don't deserve to be protected. Every living being is just struggling to survive in its own way. But what if they turned on you or Ramji one day? Listen, boss. You, me, and Ramji, we all have to eat, and sometimes that means hurting something else. But if you look at it another way, who's to say we won't cross the path again someday as something more? Just because something is different doesn't mean we have the right to destroy it or drive it to extinction. Damn. Yeah, biodiversity is important. You don't have to get all scientific about it. Ramji here was one of the ones I saved too. If only certain lives are worth saving, then tell me, who gets to decide what makes a life valuable? Ooh. Looks, strength, size, intelligence? Maybe I'm just too simple for that kind of thinking, but I hate the idea of measuring worth like that. Huh? What's with that sudden silence? No, this is pretty deep topic coming from you, but I get what you mean. And also, you act more human. That's actually very more human-like than freaking a lot of the Proxians. Actually, no, a lot of the Proxians are usually like they're dead set with their one personality that they need to dive in the whole time. But yeah, that is true. In a lot of sense of life. It's kind of nice hearing for someone other than my crew. Actually agree with me for once. The way my reading cannot read that properly. These days, it feels like all anyone cares about is what's in front of them. What's in it for them? Oh, sorry. What's in it for them? I bet Olivia's fellow Ploxians are just as selfless as she is. Not like anyone actually knows the work we do, and let me tell you, it's a whole lot of work. Forget getting praised for doing the right thing. I'm just lucky I don't get called a hypocrite over the smallest mistake. That's why I always hesitate before bringing this up. Before bringing this up, I never know if the other's party will actually understand what I stand for. But for once, I feel like I can finally breathe. That burnout you mentioned, was this part of it? Yeah, my body's tough, so I don't really mind getting banged up, but my, mental, it's mental. Yeah, oh, right. That one's kind of weak. But hey, everyone's got the weak spots, right? Luckily, I got Remji and my crew to help me pull me through. Help me pull through. Yeah. There are rabbits under those tree stumps. Wait, do they have horns? You guys are safe. Say hi. These are the ones I told you before, the ones I rescued. Huh? Is it raining again? Rain? No, this is more like a landslide. No. No. No! Ah! Olivia, it's a landslide. We have to move. Olivia! Olivia throws herself towards the incoming debris, shielding the horned rabbit's family. Oh, damn. Sorry about this. We're in a bit of a rush. You brought this on yourself. You should have listened when we had the chance. Wah ha ha ha! Alright, Wario. Excavator's up on the ridge. No, I have to focus. I have to get Olivia out of there. Nebula went up. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. The architect grabs Olivia's shovel and starts digging frantically. Damn, that's just straight up evil. Well, I mean, yeah, that's just straight up evil. Oh, a forest that grows. Despite the architect's desperate efforts, the thick layer of dirt barely budges. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. She's clearly buried under all this. I can't do this alone. I need to call on Drone Light. Finally, you called for Drone Light. Beep, put the point now. Beep. I used to have a voice for that. I'm going to switch it. I don't know. I just can't stand here and wait. Just dig. The shovel blade. Oh, the shovel blade snapped. Dang. Damn it, Olivia. Huh? You're Olivia's pet. Ramjay? Ramji. Yeah. No, it's Ramji, not Ramjay. The inspector figure from Asnia like you shouldn't look so defeated. What's with that state? Olivia? How? Weren't you buried under all that? I definitely was. But this guy helped me out. Helped me get out. Boing! Boing! Fuck's sake, that's so weird. It was starving to death when it was little, so I took it home and fed it. I never expected anything in return, but I guess some bonds really do last. How come your simple kindness? Simple, selfish kindness. What? Was that a compliment or an insult? Either way, I told you, you never know what the future holds. Yeah, every living life struggles in their own way to survive. Kimi! You guys should head home for now. You guys should head home now. Olivia gently sets down the rabbit family she had been holding. Phew. My long-awaited vacation is officially ruined. At this rate, I'm just wearing myself out instead of recovering. I'll carry you. Just get some rest while we get back. So the big boss from Asnia is giving me a piggyback right now. Alright, I'll take you up on that. Head down the path and it's a shortcut to my place. Just be careful, the trees I planted have grown pretty tall, so you might lose your way. See that rusty tank over there? That's a landmark of this forest. A destroyed steam tank. Looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. When that things first ended up here, this whole place was a disaster. But look at it now. The battlefield that once swallowed everything in flames have been reclaimed by life. And if you take a peek inside that rusty tank, you're in surprise. The family of little weasels made it their home, and they're adorable. You said it was burnt out. You said you were burnt out, but you actually look pretty failed right now.
Soda.
Yeah, because today proved that my efforts weren't wasted. I'll take a break, get my strength back, and then work even harder to restore the sword.
Yes.
Even if no one recognizes my efforts. Yeah, at least someone does now. Yeah, that's one. Not sure who they are, but they feel like a solid ally. Alright, I can walk to my bed on my own. You carry me all this way. You could stick around for a few more days, you know. Even Ramji seems to have grown attached to you. I appreciate it, but I should be heading back soon. I'll come visit again next time I take a vacation. Yeah, it's a shame. I get it. When you come back, I'll show you a forest that's even more peaceful than before. And if you ever run into trouble rebuilding the forest, come find me in Asnia. Not happening. I'm way too busy to travel that far. But hey, Nightblade 490, are you really some kind of big shot? She doesn't know that her name's Architect, so we have to use her. So from that, why my brain is reading this, she just knows her name. I started calling you boss as a joke, but something tells me you might actually have the power to make a real difference. I'm not anyone important. I'm just doing my best, like you. Is that so? Is that so? Well, that's good enough. After watching you dig like that, I have to give you the credit. Go get some rest. I'll be off now.
Dana.
Alright, big boss. Here, take this mat with you. Also, that's a sweater, I just realized. That's what the texture of her top is a sweater. Why is she wearing the virgin sweater? And how does overall work? Anyways. Whew, I finally get some rest. You know what, Ramji? I think we just figured out what to do on my next vacation. You always wanted to go on a trip. How about we visit Asnia next time? Oh, right. But hey, Ramji. Do you know exactly where the island of Asnia is? The realization briefly stuns Olivia. Oh, the realization briefly stuns Olivia, but exhaustion wins out. She drifts into a deep sleep, resting until her vacation comes to an end. And that is the end of this reading. Anybody that came by, thank you guys for listening, and sorry for the horrible voices. My voice is really dead. It's been really dead for the last few days. I guess it's been really